There are so many formulas and functions in Excel, so many that it will take you years to actually learn them. But in this video, I'm going to show you the formulas and functions that you will need as a data analyst, the important ones that you will work with all the time, and you will need to actually get a job as a data analyst using Excel. Okay, and this video is going to be detailed. It's going to be very easy for you to understand, and at the end of this video you are going to be a pro in formulas and functions in Excel. And stay to the end of this, because the last function that I'm going to talk about, is a function that many people don't know but is needed in the job market as a data analyst. So make sure you stay to the end of this video. If you are here to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and then follow me. Let's begin. Please, the file we are going to be making use of is in the description below, so go to the description and download the file and follow me. Let's start.
So guys, this is the file we're going to be using for our class today. Okay, so now this file has name of the employees, their department, and their salary. So we're going to start with formulas, like we're going to start with addition, subtraction, and so on, and then we're going to move down to these other formulas. Okay, and I'm also going to show you other ways of performing some of these functions without writing any formula. So stay tuned to this video. Now let's begin. Let's start with addition, subtraction, and so on. So whenever you want to write a formula in Excel, you always have to start with equal to. Okay, if you don't do that, Excel is not going to see whatever you're writing as a formula. It will just see it as though you are just imputing data. So I'm going to start with equal to, then click on this salary. So this plus sign is what is used to add up values, okay? Then I can now say, okay, C3 plus C5, and then click on enter, and it's going to give me the value. So this is C3 plus C5, okay? Now look at this formula bar. So you can actually use this formula bar here, right? You can use this formula bar here. It doesn't matter. So you can also type in C3, right, plus C5. You can also type it in instead of selecting it. Okay, so that's for addition. So if you were to subtract it, you do dash. So this minus C6, and it's going to give you the result. Okay, and then we have division. So division, we use slash. So you use slash to divide. Okay, so slash will divide for you. All right, so we can say C6, and then we get the result. Then for multiplication, this is used for multiplication. Click on enter, and you're going to see the result. So this is it for multiplication. So that is it for that. That is it for that. Now we're going to move into these functions. Okay, we're going to start with sum, then we'll move into count, count A, and so on and so forth. So sum is just addition. Sum will just add up the values for you. So I can start with equal to, then I'll type sum because sum is a function, and then I'll select the range of column that I want to sum, then I'll click on enter. So it's going to give me the total number of the numbers in this salary column. Now, here is the best part. Instead of writing this, you can just go to the formula tab. So you can use this insert function. When you click on insert function, you see the different functions here. You can select sum, right, and click on OK, and then you're going to clear this and then select the range that you want to sum, the range of values you want to sum, and then you click on OK. And with that, you can also perform summing. So you don't really have to write the formula. In case anytime you forget how to do this, you can do it this way. And then you can also use this auto sum. So this auto sum, when you click on it, see sum, you click on it, and then you can highlight the range of cell you want to sum, and it will give you the same result. Okay, so you can do this and it works perfectly all the time. All right, so we go into count. So count is just like counting how many values you have. For example, if you want to count how many orders in your other column, you use count. So for this example, we're going to be counting the department, or no, we're going let's count the names of the employees. So we're going to highlight this and click on enter. So it's going to give us 0 because count doesn't count test columns, it actually counts only number columns. So instead we are going to count name how many salary we have here, so which is going to give us 8. So we have 8 number of salaries. Okay, now you can also use this insert function and formula and auto sum for these functions, right? If I click on this insert function, you're going to see count. So see count here, you can also do the same thing. Okay, you can do it using either insert function or auto sum. So now let's go into using count A. So count A count both text and column and number columns. So if I want to count how many employees names are here, I'll do equal to, I'll do count A. So instead of typing everything, I will just double click and select count A, and then I'll highlight this and click on enter. So you see that is giving us a number, total number of names in this name column. Okay, and I told you that count A can also count both name, both text and number columns. So I can highlight everything here, both text and number, click on enter, and it's going to give us a count of it. If you count all the cells here, you see that it's going to give you a total of 24. Okay, so before we move into count if and some if, I want us to talk about max and min. So max and min is just abbreviation of maximum and minimum. So we're going to do equal to max. Then we'll select max here. Then we'll now select the range of cells we want to find the maximum value. So max will give you the maximum value, the highest value, right? The highest value in a column, right? Then if we do equal to, we do min, and then we select this range of cells, click on enter. It's going to give us the mean, that's the lowest value in the range of values. Yeah. So then let's talk about average before we talk about count if or sum if. So average, you give you the average value, that's average salary. Okay, the average salary. So we're going to find the average salary. So we're going to equal to average. Then we're going to select this range of cells and click on enter. So this is the average salary. And we can also do this using either auto sum or insert function. So we're going to select average. Then we want to find the average, click on enter, and you see you're still getting the same thing. So now let's talk about count if. So what is count if? Count if has is a form of filter. What it does is that we can count how many departments we have. Like this count A just gives us the total number of departments, but count if, you can count how many departments we have for a specific department. Like I can count how many finance department we have here, how many people are in finance department here, or how many people are in sales department, or how many people are in procurement department. So I can filter the department to know how many people are in this department. So I'm going to start with equal to, then count if. So the range is this, comma, then I'll now select the department I want to count. So let's say I want to count sales. I'm going to select sales and click on enter. So it's telling us that we have sales, 3 people, 4 people in sales department. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 people in sales department. So if you change it, if you change the criteria, so if I say finance this time around, it's going to tell us 3 people in finance department. So 1, 2, 3. So if I change it to procurement, it's going to tell us one person in procurement department. So that is how this count if works. Now coming to sum if. Sum if is actually similar to count if, just that instead of counting is sums it. So this sum if you can use sum if to find out total salary for any of departments that so sum will only give us the total number of total salary, but some if will give us the total salary for a particular department. So I'll say equal to and I'll say some if. And then the range. So I'm going to select this comma the criteria. So the criteria is like I want to find the total salary for sales department, comma then the sum range. The sum range, if you are wondering where I'm see the syntax here. So this is the range department, the criteria is sales, the sum range is salary, the salary column. Then we'll click on enter. So this is the total salary for sales department. So if I click on it and edit it and change it to finance, right? The value is going to change. So this is the total salary for a finance department. So yes, now we are going to move into average ifs. Average ifs. Okay. So average ifs is very exciting because I can find out the average salary for a particular department using average ifs, right? For a particular department using average ifs. So now how do we go about that? I'll come here, I'll start with equal to, then I'm now going to select average ifs, then I'm going to select the average range, which is this salary range, the criteria range, which is this department, comma, and then the criteria is sales, right? We want to find the average salary for sales department. I'll click enter. So this is the average salary for sales department. This is very amazing and very fun to do. So I can change it from B4. I can decide to find the average salary for finance department, and it changes. I can also change it to procurement, and it changes. Okay, so that is it. So now we are moving into the if statement. So this if statement is either called if statement or it is called if condition. So this if condition, it gives you the ability to write a condition and give the result that it will have when the condition is met, or the result it will have when the condition is not met. Okay, guys, so now for the if, we are going to give it a condition that if any of this salary is greater than the average salary, then they should be promoted. Then if it's not, then they should not be promoted. So we are going to write the condition now. We're going to start with equal to if this is greater than, so the average salary is 71,446. So if it's greater than this, then we're going to say promote, and if it's not comma, we're going to say don't, and then we close the bracket and then click on enter. So now this value is not greater than the average number, so it's giving us don't. So we're going to drag and stop here. So you see that only these and these and these, which are numbers that are greater than the average number, average salary, their salary that's greater than the average salary is giving us promote. Okay, so that's how this if condition works. Now, guys, we're moving on to the last function and the last formula I meant to say. So if you're still watching, please like and subscribe to this channel and let me know what you think in the comment section. So for S lookup looks up values, okay? It looks up values from another table and brings it to the table specified. So we are going to, if you come over to this second sheet, you're going to see is a sheet that has a employee's name, the overtime, and the overtime bonus. So this is the overtime of the employees in hours, and then this is the amount they get for their overtime. So we want to get this overtime bonus column to this place. So I'm going to say overtime bonus here. So we want to get it to this place. So we're going to use the X lookup. Okay. So I'm going to do equal to then X lookup. So then the lookup value. So the lookup value, we're going to be using the employee's name, comma, then the lookup array. So we're going to come here and the lookup array is going to also be this name of employee. So if you can use the formula bar to continue. So click on comma, then the return array. The return array is going to be the overtime. So basically what we are doing is that we are saying you should look for the cost employee's name and also return their overtime bonus. And then we're going to click on enter. And with that, we've gotten the overtime bonus from this sheet to this sheet. Okay, so we also have VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. But VLOOKUP looks up value from a table that is at the vertical side, while HLOOKUP looks up value from a table that is in the horizontal side. But XLOOKUP looks up value from table in any side. So whether vertical, horizontal, any other sheet, anywhere the table is, it looks up value into it. So that is why I teach XLOOKUP instead, because you can do what V and HLOOKUP can do. So guys, this is the end of our formula and functions video. If you want more, because it has a whole lot of function and formulas. If you want more, then let me know in the comment section. I'm going to do another function and formula video for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.